All right, welcome back to another podcast. It's been a long time since I think I did like five in a row, and then I stopped for a little bit because school just moved into school, moved to SSU. If you didn't know, and so I'm starting to back up now. And I wanted to do one for this like highly covered election. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was on this. Now we have a projected winner with Joe Biden and everything. And I wanted to interview and do a podcast with somebody today. I'm gonna do it with multiple people today, but here's my first guest, and I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Hey everybody, my name is Jaylon
Mm-hmm.
and just happy to be here. Wait, am I able to promote my Instagram or no?
Oh yeah, you can for sure.
Okay. Follow me on Instagram at Jaylon Nichelle,
Mm, mm.
JaylonNachel.
Okay,
And
okay.
yeah.
See, that's Jalen for you guys, or Jaylon, you know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
before we get into the questions, I like to do like not an introduction, but more of like just talking to my guests about how they're going before the election and everything, and how school life if they're in school and stuff like that. So Jalen, like I know these guys probably don't know, but you go to Winston Salem University,
Yep.
and
hmm
I want to ask you like how's school life so far?
So far it's actually been pretty good, as far as classes, everything's been cool. Of course everything's like online, but other than that, everything's been straight. It's not the best experience because the whole entire COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, definitely making the best out of it, like with what I can. So
Mm-hmm.
for the most part, it's good.
Okay, okay. And so like do you feel like have you had that HBCU atmosphere? Like have you had that HBCU feeling, you think I'm saying? Do you like agree with the decision to go into HBCU?
Yes, most definitely. I feel like every single black. I mean, I really feel like a lot of people should just go to HBCU, whether it be black or any race. I just feel like they should go to HBCU. It's I don't know. I just feel like it's a different feel, a different experience. But I can't really say too much because I've never actually been to a PWI, so I can't really compare the two. But as far as like have I gotten the HBCU feel,
Mm-hmm.
not as much, but I know we did have like this one time where we all marched to the polls, and that was probably the one time that I actually really did get an HBCU feel, and
Mm-hmm.
it was great. So it definitely made me really excited for like next year when the fall semester does come, like homecoming and all that. I just know that it's gonna be like amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Because you think just everything's being held back because of the COVID situation and stuff.
yeah, definitely.
Okay, so getting into the my first question for you. So coming into this election, some regarding this as like the most important election of all time. Take me back to how
hmm
you felt about this election when it first started.
To be honest, like the whole entire at first I really did think that Trump was gonna win. The way that everybody was like in my ear, like Trump's gonna win, Trump's gonna win, Trump's gonna win. But I was just like, I really don't think he is. Just like
Hmm.
the way that everything is going on in like America with all the protesting and the riots and the COVID, it was just a lot that he had going on that was just really it just made 2020 a terrible, terrible year. And honestly, I really after that, I just kind of knew for a fact that he was not going to get back in office. And if he did, then I don't know what to say. Like at that point, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the yeah when I first started too. Yeah, I was just like, man, we gotta have Joe win this one, man, because it's so
Exactly.
important. So I want to say how okay now that we do have a winner, because this morning obviously they said Joe was going to be the winner. Joe and
Yes, sir.
Kamala. How did you feel when you saw that Joe won this morning?
Honestly, I felt really relieved because like I'm glad that we're back. Some like we have the Democrats back in office
Hmm.
mainly. And honestly, I don't know. I just felt a sense of relief knowing that Joe was back in office because we actually have somebody who knows how to run, you know, who knows like the ropes of running. Since he was under President Obama, he at least knows what to do, like what's going on. Versus Trump, he's not really, a pot like the best. politician. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like he's more so of a businessman rather than somebody who should really be in office. So I feel better with somebody who actually knows what's going on being in office rather, Trump. And also, the way that the fact that we now have the first black female vice president.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely happy about that.
Yeah. It's just that yeah, you're totally right with that because before coming into Trump's election, he had no years of public service like Joe did.
At
Joe
all.
is totally experienced for this. So even though I people are saying this all is like the lesser of two evils, saying Joe's a bad person and all that. At least he has experience and know what it takes to run the
Exactly.
country. So I'm very excited as with you to see how he runs the country, and we gonna still be getting on him. Don't worry
Yeah,
about that.
definitely.
If he messes up, we gonna be on his ass too. But like, yeah, I'm glad for him.
Exactly, because I don't know. It's. I feel like it's better to have Joe in office rather than Trump in office again.
Hmm.
Because that's no, no, thank you.
So okay, so yeah, I said the lesser of two evils. Like, are you more happy that Joe won? Are you more happy that Trump lost, or is it like a mixture of both?
Definitely happy that Trump lost. Definitely, because like I know Joe, he has a lot of stuff that I know he has like a lot of stuff that he's not the best,
Hmm.
but he's definitely better than Trump. As we can all see what this man has been doing for the past 4 years, he's definitely better than Trump.
Facts, facts.
So I'm just glad that Trump's out of office. I know Joe's in there, but I don't know. It is what it is. I
Yeah.
feel Joe is better to be in there than Trump. So that's how I feel.
So, since after this election, it covered the media for like days now. This is like y'all the memes and all that. It's like it's been across all social media for the past few days. Are you finally glad that it's over so we can get back to like more of a normal like timeline? Are you like we still need to keep this up because we need to, what I'm saying, the political wave. We need to still see how Biden does and see how we need to keep these like political stuff up.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna always be up because politics never goes away.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it really the way it's been on social media, it really doesn't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
It just like it really just doesn't bother me. It is what it is.
Okay.
That's how I feel about that.
So, also with this election, how do you feel about elections from now on? Because, yeah, I know this is the first election that we both probably voted in. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
How do you feel about elections from now on, like state elections and like another national election in 2024 and stuff like that?
From now on, I'm definitely gonna try to like as much as I was like telling people that they should vote for this election.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely gonna do that a lot more now because seeing as everybody was all like, "Hey, make sure you vote, make sure you vote." It seems like it was a lot more people. Sorry, a lot more people tended to vote this year than I feel like they ever have.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because I guess a lot of new voters, but at the same time, I don't know. It just seemed like a lot of people they came together to vote. I don't know if they did this before, but the colleges were just all for like, hey, make sure you guys vote. Celebrities was like, hey, make sure you guys vote. They literally put stuff on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, everywhere just to make sure to make people vote. So I just feel like we should definitely do that in the future to make sure that everybody does vote because our votes really do matter,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, as we can see. So yeah, I just hope that we keep on encouraging people to vote as much as we did this year.
Okay. Okay. And so, okay, so this is a like a question for like during the ballot, like when you sign the ballot. And everything. Did you do a mail-in ballot or did you go to like an actual polling place
I
and
went to the
put?
polling at my school.
Okay. Okay. And so like did you like recognize most of the names on there like other than like the president and then like obviously like the Senate with John Ossoff and David Perdue. Did you recognize other names like or did you know who you was going to vote for before coming into it or was you kind of like wow, there's a lot of names I didn't know about type of thing?
A lot of names I did not know about. I'm not gonna lie. Like the only people I really knew about was of course president, vice president, governor, all that. But like everybody else, especially after I had to flip my paper over, I was just like, who are these people?
Oh my
I
god.
did
Yeah.
not know. because it was our first time voting. So I was like,
Yeah,
I really just thought we vote for president and vice president and we're done.
yeah,
So when I seen all those names, I was just like, okay, well, let me just do the Democrats because I'm a Democrat. So I'm gonna just
yeah.
go with that.
And the laws too. Yeah, that was I was like, man, I
Yeah,
wasn't ready for none of that.
exactly.
Yeah, that's how I feel about elections from now on. Like, yeah, I'm for sure like do more research because I know who I'm voting for because I don't like knowing
Exactly.
who I'm not voting for. So I'm for
I
sure
feel
next time I'm gonna look at everybody and look at everything.
Yeah, I feel
Yes.
like a lot of us just kind of more so voted because everybody was telling us who to vote for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie because like I don't feel like we did. I know me personally. I'm gonna speak for myself. I didn't do as much research as I should have, but I know for a fact that in the future I definitely need to,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't end up going in there blindsided like I did last time.
Mm-hmm.
Cause mm-mm.
Yeah, I see. And my last question, is a bonus question from my other because I have other podcast questions, but I didn't get around to doing it. But are you taking the COVID-19 vaccine?
Am I taking that vaccine?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know because like the way that this whole entire COVID mess has been going around, like I believe it's true. Don't get me wrong, but the way that Trump had COVID and he got rid of COVID in 3 days
3 days, even
out of
though
nowhere, 3 days literally makes me real skeptical about this whole entire disease because it's like, is this disease as deadly and as real as you guys are saying, and is this vaccine gonna help us how we think it's gonna help us, or are y'all just trying to put another disease on us or something? I don't know. Like
yeah,
I gotta really think about that because like I don't know,
yeah, I
like that
understand.
whole entire situation.
Yeah, I understand because, like, yeah, it's like multiple times I see it also with football because I keep up with football and everything where people are catching it and then playing in a football game like a week later. I'm like, I thought it takes
Yeah.
2 weeks, but I guess not. But yeah, that's I don't know. I think this is. I wanted to ask people that question because I'm still iffy on it, and I was like, if other people
Would you
take
take
it,
it though?
hmm, uh, after I gotta see other people take it first, and if they straight after
Yeah.
like a few months, then I'll take it. Like not a few months, but like a couple weeks to a month, they straight, and then I'm gonna take it.
Understandable because I would do
Yeah,
the same thing.
but yeah, Jalen, thanks for coming on. What I'm saying, like I just wanted to do this podcast to see how you feeling and how other people are feeling about this election since it was. Oh, it's like no, never mind. I ain't gonna ask that, but I'll ask it for that time. But thank you
Okay.
for coming on. I'm glad you were on. And, always please come back if I need you again. You know what I'm saying? I always like to have you on here to hear your other
Oh yeah,
opinions
most
and
definitely.
everything.
Most definitely. Thanks for having me, man. Because
Mhm.
I one thing I do like to do is talk, so I appreciate it.
But yeah, I'm definitely going to have you for the next group one. I don't know when the next group one is, but, like, I need, like, different opinions for that. So, yeah, for sure.
But all right, well, thanks and thanks guys for listening.
Hmm. All right.
All
Bye.
right.
All right, let me, quick, let me go. I have another guest on today, y'all. I got another. He's also another YouTuber, up and coming YouTuber on this shit. I honestly think he's gonna be big. Just give that nigga a couple years, not years. I give him minimum 1 year. That's all I'm giving him.
Don't
And
ever in your life introduce me as an up and coming YouTuber ever again, nigga. Don't do that. Yo, don't do that. Yo,
I'm
that's a sick ass intro. Don't do that shit ever again. Yo, don't up and coming me ever again, nigga. Holy shit, that is nasty.
well, I'll let
This
him
nigga,
introduce himself, bro, before we get into
this
the question.
nigga's up and coming, yo. Yo, I'm Jalen, man. That's it. I don't make YouTube videos at all. I don't do any of that. I'm Jalen.
All right,
Fuck,
and
that's
so just
funny.
like I did for my other guests, I like to ask about like how they life before the election and shit like that, and how they doing this shit. So, Jalen,
Yo,
my boy, how's life going for you right now?
shit, life is straight. Fucking, I'm pointing and laughing. I'm enjoying what happened. I get to see niggas, grown ass men, have mental breakdowns over an election. I can't wait to see what happened with their recount. And well, I don't know, bro. Life just good after seeing all this shit. This shit hilarious. Seeing how little people actually know about politics. Seeing that people voted without doing any type of research for themselves. Seeing people get shocked that Joe Biden was the nigga that was a part of the administration that built the cages. It's great. Seeing Trump cry. It's great. Everything great right now in life.
All right, so all right, first question for you. Coming to this election, which some people are regarding this as like the most important election of all time. Take me
Hell
back.
no.
Take me back to how you felt about this election when it first started.
Nigga, I was waiting on memes. Really, nigga, this election does not matter. Y'all niggas picked between Satan and Lucifer. They the same person, nigga. They're different names. This shit was funny from the start. It was funny. Both of these niggas are the worst versions of everything that their parties have to offer. They both hate everybody, and it's just funny, nigga. Do you not see these basketball memes? This nigga, Joe Biden is dunking on Trump whole time, and I bet money on the election. This shit did not matter one bit to me. I know a lot of people took it to heart, but I am not one of those people.
Now, niggas probably don't even know how much you made off that bet, but describe how much you made off that bet, bro.
Bet 250 that Joe was gonna win. The 250 turned into an extra 400. I had a great day. When Joe Biden won Fulton County, nigga, it was over with. I woke up to a nice little message. Nice little bad sights.
All
I'm a
right,
fucking gambler now. I'm addicted after that shit. After a win like that, I'm fucking addicted to gambling. It's over.
bro. Okay, so before we, okay, I know you into like the stocks and everything too, so I'm gonna get into that after these questions. But my second question for you, bro, says now that we have a winner, you know what I'm saying, this morning they said that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are going to be the new president and vice president. How did you feel this morning when you saw that Joe won?
Oh, it was lit. Even though I still find him to be Lucifer, the saying, oh, this is cool. It's just cool because of what it opens up. Because this is a really, really big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a great feeling that once again, the Democrat Party is going to fail black people once again. But I think this time, niggas ain't going to sweep that shit under the rug. So if this party fails again, I really hope niggas start voting differently. Stop voting for the same two parties. This is a great thing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely great. So if we get fucked over by blue again, there should be no reason why black ever votes blue ever again. These niggas want to keep us poor just like them red niggas, but they just got BLM and ACAB in their bio. Ain't shit special about them.
I
They
feel
the
like
same evil ass pigs,
I feel like this
basically.
this this Joe, he's gonna get, bro. We gonna be on, every black person is gonna be on his ass, bro. Honestly, because
I hope people get into these politics, like actual politics, not Twitter politics, because
yeah,
I want people to be on his ass. Pay
like
attention to what this nigga's saying.
yeah, like see
If
the
substances ain't legal, if this nigga doesn't even make these substances legal, like how he said he was in that damn debate,
mm-hmm.
if he doesn't do that in like the first 2 years, I want to see what people feel about that shit. Because that's a lot of black men going to jail. That's a lot of people going to jail for some shit that don't matter. That's a lot of people doing more time than rapists and shit over some drugs that people are asking for. If this nigga don't get them shits legalized, if this nigga don't restore all these Planned Parenthood shits that got destroyed by these Republican ass niggas, you know, the little Trump fanboys, them sick ass niggas. If he don't restore all that shit like how he said he would, so these women can go get their shit safely done and healthily done. If these women don't get the choice over their body again in these like first 2 years, this is a lot of shit this nigga gotta do in these first 2 years. I don't want to hear that it's gonna be a hard, long journey. Shit, nigga, you was talking like it was gonna be cake. Show some.
Yeah. Yeah, nigga, bro. Like, main thing I want to hear from him, because he did say for college students he was gonna free up that debt. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, I'm be looking on for that. You better keep up to his promises, because remember when Trump had a lot of promises for himself too, and he did not live. Well, the only thing I know he lived up to was like the wall, and that shit is not even done, and that's all he was talking about.
That boy said we land 10 miles wall down an hour. Nigga, that shit is not anywhere near done. We laying 10 miles of wall down an hour. I got a loan of another 100 million. Nigga just talking out his ass.
Yes.
Nigga, that shit. Nigga, I don't know. I think that shit started in Texas a little bit.
Yeah, it
That shit
started.
ain't nowhere near.
It just
It's nowhere near fucking done. We're gonna build a wall. It's gonna be huge. Huge where, nigga? Nigga started that shit just to look cool. The only promises Trump did live up to were was a few more combatants going home than when the Obama administration was going on. I
mm-hmm.
kind of feel like that was due to after you take out a leader and then throw up the American flag on Twitter, you probably fucked up their morale to keep fighting. So I mean, yeah, bring them niggas home. Come on now, you fucked the enemy's whole head up. You dissing these niggas, you smoking these niggas dead friends on the fucking on Twitter and shit. That shit is hilarious to me still. But a lot of troops came home and economic stability, and of course the stock market shit that he did.
Facts.
He did that shit. Now everything else, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Everything else, every politician lies. These niggas be cap out the ass. We should have saw that one coming, but I mean that's just how that shit go, bro.
Yeah.
All these niggas cap.
No, yeah. That's what I'm
So
saying.
I'm
Like
trying to see.
for this one, like empty promises. That's what Trump was. So I hope Joe doesn't go the same route because he's not a hardcore. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not a hardcore anything. He's like a moderate person. Even though he's Democratic, he's still like a moderate, middle of the line Democrat. Like he doesn't want to do much of a change. So he better hold some of those promises because that's what we voted for him in the first place. Like some people that actually look into the politics outside from just like the Twitter vote for Joe. You know what I'm saying? We want to actually see if he could live up to some of those promises that he met. So I know, Jalen, you already said that they're both the same, but how do you feel Joe will do these next 4 years? Like, how are you feeling about him, and how do you feel like? What do you think he will do?
Nigga finna shoot 3 for 14 from the field. I'm calling it now. He's finna have the worst shooting performance of all fucking time. Holy shit. The whole tax plan shit that got leaked, well, not leaked, but, they posted like some trash ass screenshot. 40% for people that make over 400K and all that shit. That came from a very fraudulent fucking tax reporting crew. They get shit on every year for saying the wrong shit every time.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's taxes will be raised. FY. To anyone that didn't know that, everyone's taxes will be raised. I know a lot of people wouldn't know because the internet has a certain way of painting shit in a certain light without actually showing people what's going on. So everyone's taxes will be raised. I'm trying to see how much because if this nigga does what I feel like he's gonna do and raise them shits out the ass so that he can put more government programs in the world, this nigga finna shoot 3 for 14. Nobody wanna pay them goddamn taxes. And there's a lot of kids that's in school right now that's depending on this nigga for the debt shit. The only way this nigga is gonna lower the debt is gonna be by raising people's taxes. So everything that just includes this nigga has something to do with taxes. I don't know about you, but I like the money I earn. I get mad when my fucking company takes money out of my taxes and shit. I be mad at when I have to pay that shit. So if I gotta give this white ass nigga, this old white ass nigga some of my fucking money, a lot of it, when I'm now just really starting to get money and really starting to build my own fucking financial freedom up, I'm gonna be pissed. And then if this stock market shit somehow sells, if he fucks that up, Lord have mercy. I don't think this nigga's gonna get any of the white votes if he fucks that shit up. Because a lot of people that voted for Trump did end up voting for Biden and shit.
Yep.
I have a great feeling that he's gonna somehow, some way, gonna seriously affect the businesses that depend on the market a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and then they just gonna fucking plummet. Everything this nigga said just sounds like a whole bunch of we're gonna tax to make shit better. That don't make all the sense in the world to me. But then again, I guess I'm not the 67-year-old white man who signed the Crime Act, putting mad black niggas in jail, and was also pro-segregation. So maybe I don't know what the world really goes about. Maybe he knows a little bit more than me. He been on this hatred shit a little longer than me. He should know more.
So okay, do you believe in like so this is not in my questions, but do you believe like in reparations for like in terms of in housing, healthcare, and education, like the money that because everybody believes that reparation would just go towards like all the African American families. No, well, do you believe in reparation in terms of investing into the African community, like healthcare, housing, and education?
Everywhere that the FBI spreaded any fucking crack in communities and drugs and all that shit, I think that housing should be there. Housing throughout the whole South.
Mm-hmm.
No money should go to any families because that's a little.
Yeah, that's
I
a little
think
crazy.
I don't. I'm not gonna say it's not fair because it's also not fair to get put in fucking slavery. But no one alive has anything to deal with the slavery that went in. None of us have been slaves. We're all free men and people. So not all of us will be able to relate to that shit and even know what that type of pain was. So I don't think anyone should be getting a fucking check. Or maybe people should. I don't know. Reparations is always a subject. Another country like that is like fucking Japan and the reparations they gotta pay because of what they did during World War II.
Mm-hmm.
And they just give it to organizations. And then the organizations will sort that shit out how they go. So maybe that's the play. Either that or housings wherever crack was put, just anywhere where all that Jim Crow shit, all that slavery shit. So like hella throughout the South, and then the neighborhoods that were affected by drugs. I think they should definitely get housing because there should be no reason why those places are even. These fucking slums are expensive to live in somehow.
Facts.
Like they just like we live, niggas live in the suburbs and it's the same prices to live like in the hood for like a fucking bedroom and a bathroom. So yeah, some better housing in those places.
Yeah.
That's the type of reparations, probably. Yeah, them shits.
So after this highly covered election that happened all a few days, it was all types of social media. You couldn't go anywhere without seeing it. Are you finally glad that it's over?
I want to say glad. I'm just it's another
You're just
chapter of
happy.
life
Yeah.
at this point. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Niggas gonna still talk about this shit no matter what. It's the internet. The internet talks about shit. This is how the internet go.
Okay.
Don't
So
really matter about it.
yeah, I see. Yeah, I was just asking that question because how some people like how some of them like they were just like
Some niggas don't like seeing politics and
yeah,
shit.
the
I'm gonna
main
tell you one thing.
niggas.
I am glad about to see the fucking the woke people. The y'all voted when they already chose who was gonna win the election. You third eye niggas. I'm glad y'all can finally shut the fuck
Slow
up. Holy
Illuminati
shit.
niggas.
You mean to tell me niggas died for niggas' rights to vote, and that's your response? I'm mad that I didn't vote, cause I wanted to fucking vote, and y'all niggas over here, y'all niggas voting, y'all niggas need to open up your third and fourth eye, nigga. They already picked the election, nigga. Y'all niggas is none but sheep. You think you vote matters? Like, yeah, I'm glad these niggas can finally shut the fuck up. Great
So,
time to be alive.
oh shit, this a question I forgot to ask in my first one, but like, how do you feel about like the Proud Boys and the KKK and the Trump supporters, all them niggas? How do you feel about them? Like, do you think they will retaliate because of this election? Do you think they'll do anything that's outrageous or anything because of this election?
Of course, you don't see these niggas telling people not to count votes. What? I could drive by like 8 Trump flags a day. Some nigga at my work got mad that Trump was losing. Niggas was mad when Trump was losing the election. Nigga ain't even lose yet. Niggas was mad when he was just losing. How to get all the damn aliens? This is bullshit. Y'all remember liberals? Like, yo, nigga, you at work talking like this. Yo, shut up.
We just trying to
Nigga, of
work.
course. I don't know. I don't know. Because both sides have extremists.
Mm-hmm.
Extremists comes in all shapes, sizes, and colors. So
Yeah,
I can see it happening.
yeah. Because I just saw a map where it was like where the Proud Boys and the KKK are at, shit like that. And I know we're both in Georgia, and that's where both are at. So, and they already trying to knock off like caravans and shit off the road and shit before the election started. So for this election, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think it's gonna be as big as what people are saying, like a civil war. I don't think it's definitely not gonna be as that big, but it's definitely gonna be some retaliation. So for my viewers, I mean people that's listening to this podcast, stay safe. You know what I'm saying? Keep a gun loaded if you're above 18, obviously. Keep a gun loaded. If niggas try to fight you, pull it out. Don't try to hit with these niggas. These big white ass niggas, bro. They be angry on some shit. So, all right, my last question for you today, boy, is: are you taking the COVID-19 vaccine?
Absolutely not. Holy shit. Hell no. What? Oh, fuck that shit. Niggas gonna put AIDS in me. Niggas gonna put fucking the gay gene in me or some shit. Nigga, I'm straight, nigga. Fuck that. This is gonna be some shit. Man, nigga, that shit gonna cause autism. This is gonna cause something. I'm not putting that bullshit in me, nigga. Are you fucking crazy? They tested some COVID shit. Niggas got sicker. It was in some third fucking world country. Them niggas tested some shit. Absolutely not. Fuck that. Niggas can keep that gay vaccine over there, nigga. Shit gonna turn me blue. Fuck that shit. Absolutely not. I'm gonna wear this mask outside, and that's it. Don't put no fucking needle in me, nigga. That shit dead as hell.
Bro, so okay, because yeah, there is some cap behind it, bro, and there's something behind this whole thing because Trump said he got it, and then that nigga had it for what 3 days, and then he got back to normal all of a sudden. So I don't know, man.
This nigga has access to a military hospital. Nigga, that's a military hospital. We don't know what the fuck's in there.
That nigga was getting pumped with some type of shit, bro. Y'all tell, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Well,
Perks over there work fucking magically, nigga.
well, yeah, but look,
That nigga Trump need to drop all the secrets anyway since he about to go, nigga. Do the aliens exist or not?
they finna, bro.
That nigga need to just drop a tweet. You know he loved Twitter this whole time. Nigga need to just drop one damn tweet.
Nigga, fuck it. I'm finna just expose everything. You know, nigga, they're not kept in Area 51, nigga. They fucking everywhere, nigga.
Nigga, they're just underground Atlanta. Like, what?
What?
The aliens is in Atlanta, nigga. Why do you think there's so many gay niggas walking on the street, nigga? They're aliens, nigga. They're to the skies, nigga. You take off the gay niggas' heads, you gonna see an alien head, bro.
Bro, they gonna, bro, them niggas are gonna watch this podcast. They gonna just be like, what is this nigga on, bro? I'm just like, hey, bro, that's that nigga Jalen, bro. Welcome to his shit, bro. That's just how he.
Yeah, man.
All the SSC
Yo, shout out,
like,
shout out all the gay niggas, man. Y'all, shout out to all the proud dick suckers, man. Hope y'all niggas winning, man.
but, hey.
Y'all niggas suck dick.
All right, that's another part of this podcast. So that's
oh my god,
today,
nigga.
You know what I'm saying? So after this, hey man, if you want anything to shout out, you want anything to say before we move on to the next guest?
I only have one thing to say. Yo, imagine you went Thanksgiving, you got a gay brother. That nigga trying to get you trying to get a waterfall off his shit. Now you just got daycare in your mouth, nigga. Like hell no.
All right.
Alright, yo, you can't share no. That's like sharing a blunt with a girl. Like, yo, I don't know what dick you sucked today. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't hitting this weed, bitch. You crazy. Oh my god.
Oh man. All right, bro. I'll see y'all on the next guest.
Oh shit.
All right, this is my third and maybe final guest. I don't know yet, but yeah, this is my third guest, and I'm gonna let them introduce themselves.
So yeah, my name is Benjamin John. What you want me to say, bro?
Nigga, what you mean? Like, just say, like, introduce, like, what do you do? Like, you chilling on some shit? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just chilling, bro. Yeah, I'm chilling.
All right, so before I get into, never mind. I'll wait till that. But before I get into the podcast, you know, I did this for my two other guests. You know what I'm saying? I like to ask how my guest is doing. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everything's straight with them beforehand before we get into the political questions and shit like that. So,
Yeah.
Boy, how are you?
What's up, my boy? Hey, I'm about happy as hell. To be honest with you, you know. Yeah, I'm pretty much straight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, cause now that the election is over, it's like there ain't really all my stress is gone. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? I'm not worrying about nothing right now.
Yeah, how your school been straight and shit like that?
Hell no, this shit boring as fuck, bro. This shit, I don't know, bro. It's something different.
Wait, did you go back to school or did you stay online?
I'm staying online. Hell no, I'm not taking a chance. Like a whole bunch of the teachers done caught the virus and shit. Now, hell yeah, somebody came into the building with that shit. Didn't know they had the virus, and now a whole bunch of teachers in the school caught that shit. So now they're talking about taking, because you know how they were doing it in stages. I don't know if you know, but they're trying to bring the students back in stages. And it's not working out, so they were just forget it. We're gonna go back to straight up virtual, which should have been the plan from the jump.
Yeah,
I don't know why but that's how Henry County is. You know, they've always been kind of backwards in terms of dealing with
their own shit, and everybody else, fucks up. So yeah, so okay, so
my teachers be true.
Since everything's straight, I'm gonna ask you the first A question one for you, bro. Coming into this election, some people regard this as like the most important election of all time. Take me back to how you first felt about this election when it first started.
Like, I feel like it was like one of the most important elections that we ever had, or like in my lifetime, it's one of the most important elections that I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Because with Trump, he's just not competent enough to be president, and being incompetent and then racist on top of that, that shit ain't the move. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I don't know. You know, like people be like, "Oh, Biden, that nigga's a terrible person." All this bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Talking out the side of their neck and shit on some conspiracy theory type shit. I can't. You know, it kind of made me mad and shit. But I feel like Biden being able to win was like should have been the goal from the start for most of America. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
that's like my overall view on it, huh?
Yeah, I don't understand where people coming from with they saying it on social media saying like, man, I'm not voting for neither of them because they're both bad and stuff like that. I'm just like, that's not
Hell yeah,
that's
like
not no
that shit right there. That's the shit right there that I see and it pisses me off. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I see that shit and I get so damn angry when I see that shit. I'm like, bruh. The thing is, like, and the reason why it makes me mad is just because it's like you're not gonna vote for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're in a predicament where you're the main one that's complaining about how the political like spectrum in this country is so fucked up, and yet you're not voting. That doesn't make no sense to me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
Like if you didn't vote, don't complain. You know what I'm saying? Keep your mouth shut. Stay in your little corner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you, bro. Totally 100%. Yeah, these niggas, bro, I don't know what's up in their heads. Talking about they trying to complain, then they want to take their ass to like the polling place, or they could do that shit like mail in. Like you don't even have to go to the polling place and have to wait, cause so
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, bro, nigga, dead ass. Don't nobody even gotta know that you voted, bro.
Yeah. So, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, second question. Now that we do have a winner, projected this morning, that Joe and Kamala, are they going to be the new president and vice president of the United States?
Yeah.
How did you feel this morning when you first saw that Joe won?
Ooh. See, like, okay, so like, actually, I stepped in today like hell. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know. And and like, by seeing it last night, I pretty much knew that Joe was gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
last night and like 2 days before, like as soon as I seen Nevada turn blue, I was like, Biden's gonna win this shit. He don't won,
Mm-hmm.
right? So like, I woke up today, I ate breakfast, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had checked and it was still saying nothing, right? So I was like, okay. I went back upstairs. I fell asleep for like 2 hours again. Woke back up, and as I was sleeping, I'm hearing like everybody. I'm hearing a whole bunch of commotion in my house. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing my sisters and my mom. They're all screaming and shouting and shit.
Oh,
so I'm like, oh, right, yeah. I'm like, oh, what's going on? But I was still exhausted because last night we just had a game, so it was like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I had to go, so I was like, okay. So I'm still trying to wake myself up, and so I'm still like sleeping still, but I'm hearing them like, shouting. So I come back, I wake up, I go downstairs, and like my mom was just like, Joe Biden became president. And I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, oh. So like, yeah, seeing that's like for that being the first thing I woke up to after I took that, I guess a nap. I guess I really don't know. It was different. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh. But like, I don't think it was so surprising. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we already kind of knew. It wasn't no like fourth quarter shot, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that too overly exciting because at this point I already knew it was gonna win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, now what I will say, what surprised me was when fucking Georgia turned blue. Oh my god.
Oh god. Like, I was like, oh man, I was like, damn. Like, I knew Pennsylvania was gonna turn blue, but like Georgia too, nigga. This fully red state.
That's what I'm saying. Well, in recent years, Georgia has slowly, like with the influx of people that have been coming into Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
Georgia has started to become a swing state. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And with the boosting population, that's going to increase these changes. You know, that's also why Georgia has so many electoral votes as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel yeah,
You feel
cause
me?
yeah, that's all. Yeah, Atlanta is obviously gonna be blue. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Everything
yeah, for
around
sure.
it.
Atlanta was that. Atlanta, like, and like I'm going through social media, right? And when like Georgia was still red,
Yeah.
everybody was mad as hell because they were like, "Bro, I'm not from Georgia. I'm from Atlanta." And I was like, "Yeah,
It's like,
that's
nigga.
really how it is." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that shit, bro. But are you okay? How do you feel about Joe being our president for the next few years? Like, how do you think he's going to do?
I think he's gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Although to most people he's not the most perfect candidate. I don't think that being perfect should be like an expectation, bro. Because it's, bro, we're all people. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah,
humans are not perfect at all. You know what I'm saying? There's no perfect person in the world. And the idea that like whoever is supposed to be president is supposed to be like this most perfect ideal human,
mm-hmm.
like this person is supposed to be Jesus, doesn't make sense to me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And I don't think that's what American people understand today. Like, and
yeah. What
like,
they, what people, yeah, what people don't understand is like we gonna be on Joe's ass. Like, don't get his like fucked up. Like, we gonna be on his ass for like what he's doing and everything else. We ain't just because he won
that's what I'm
doesn't mean we
saying. You
gonna
see
let
what
up
I'm
on that
saying?
nigga.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna be just as hard as Joe is as we were on Trump. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Because he has a lot of
And
promises. He made a lot of promises to give vote. You know what I'm saying? So
hell
like,
yeah.
especially like when you finna go to college after your high school career, and I'm in college right now. He said he gonna let go of the student debt thing. So I'm like, hey,
That's what I'm saying.
he needs to get on that shit immediately.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Right? Like, I'm telling you. You see, so, but like, yeah, I think he'll be straight. I'm not no like, I don't research politics this hard to be
yeah,
like, oh, I know exactly like, oh, this shit's gonna be straight up perfect.
mm-hmm.
But I think all I can say is that what Joe's going to do will be 110% better than what Trump would have done
Yeah. I
if he
feel you.
became president. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So okay, I know this is a question. Like I asked some people because I see this all on Twitter about they don't they care more about Trump losing and shit like that. But like, are you more happy that Joe Biden like finally won? Or are you more happy that Trump lost, or is it like a mixture of both?
It's a mixture of both.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
at the end of the day, I still mess with Biden. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't mess with Biden, but I kind of do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is like I can.
All right, there you go, there you go, there you go.
All right, my bad, my bad. I think it's just because I'm holding it to my ear.
Yeah. All right, go do it again. Sorry.
Okay, so like, yeah, I think I mess with. I think it's a mixture of both because
Mm-hmm.
like although Biden, yeah, because like when Obama was president and Biden was vice president, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, everything was chill. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't a lot of controversy that happened under that administration, right? So I can mess with that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but now, but also I will say like although it's a mixture of both, I am also more happy to see Trump getting out because it's like the level of the division that Trump has caused in the country is like is something that I've never ever seen before in my life until he became
Facts.
president. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So for like to see this level of hatred spark between white people and black people, because that's really what this hatred is between.
Mm-hmm.
is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like for him to get kicked out because he was really the main thing that was instigating that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
when Trump was in office,
He was
and I'm sure
like,
you've seen this on Twitter and social media. Like
he was
people were
allowing that
saying
shit. Like he
like
was like applauding that shit.
that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And people were like, well now, and like people were saying it. Like people on the news were saying like, oh well when Trump became president, that's when all the racists came out the closet. You know what I'm saying? And
Facts.
it's true, they did. You know what I'm saying? How many more police and police and racial incidents have you seen in this country since Trump has become president? You know what I'm
Like bro,
saying? Like
like that Black
it's
Lives
going
Matter
up
shit.
a
Yeah.
lot. You
Facts.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel you
Which is
100%.
true. I'm telling you. Yeah. So I am glad that he's getting gone, bruh. And you gotta think like Trump never denounced racist groups. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
Like they literally asked him that at the debate, and he what's the word? He brushed off the question
Yeah, yeah.
basically.
He
You
but
see what
like
I'm
what he's
saying?
like, what about Antifa and stuff
Yeah,
like that? Like he just he brushes it off. But now let me clarify this. He did after the debate did denote white supremacy, but he didn't like focus out on the groups. He just like I denote white supremacy without actually focusing on who are the actual groups that are doing the things. And then a few days later, he's talking about the Proud Boys, who are like the epitome of white supremacy. So he basically
you
every
know what I'm
time
saying? Okay.
he would just be like every time he said he denotes white supremacy, he really truly didn't mean it. He was just
Yeah,
like
you know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
also going with what you just said, his actions never proved that. You know what
Yes,
I'm saying?
facts,
He
facts.
his actions never backed up anything that he ever said when in terms of how he handled race and the problem of race that's happening in our country. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So for him to say that did and it just didn't hold any weight because of how he acted previously.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So I still don't believe that.
I totally
You
agree
know?
with you 100%.
And also his dad was a leader in the Klan. You expect me not to believe that you're not racist? You grew up on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if
Okay.
I could,
Oh, we'll go ahead.
like if I had seen that Trump had denounced his father, I
Mm-hmm.
could probably understand it. You know what I'm saying? But he never denounced his father. You know what I'm saying? Or none of that.
Oh
And none of what
shit.
his father believed. You know what I'm
Absolutely
saying?
right,
And what his
nigga.
father believed in is what these groups, the Klan, Proud Boys, and all them other groups believe in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel. All right, next. Yeah, I'm looking at the shit up now. You exactly right, nigga. But okay, so I forgot to ask this question, like my first guess, but do you feel like the Proud Boys and the KKK and all the Trump supporters, do you feel like they're going to retaliate off this election with Trump losing?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And with that, there is going to be another election in Georgia, right, for the Senate, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with that, these white racist hate groups, they are going to come back with a vengeance, bro. They are going to come back and they are going to vote. And I mean, they are going to vote hard. So my message is for everybody. I don't care if you're black, white, Mexican, uh, Hispanic,
Yeah,
Asian, none of that. Vote, right?
yeah.
I don't know who the Senate seat is, who that special election is for, like specifically in the Senate. I think it's John Ossoff and
David Perdue. Yep.
yeah, David Perdue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, please, I'm telling you, bro, please vote for John Ossoff, bro. That's all we need. Because when it comes to, I think the election is in January, right?
Yeah,
So I
January.
still I still won't even be 18. I won't be able to vote for that, right? But when
Nah,
it
yeah.
comes down to that, bruh, make sure you vote. Because at that point, the entire country is going to be looking at Georgia.
That's absolutely facts, nigga.
Yeah.
So,
And
go ahead.
also, like, not only with that, but like for this whole thing because they're going to start retaliating right now, bro. Stay inside, no cap. Like, make sure all your folks is straight because it's like,
Yeah, niggas gonna be upset.
especially in people, especially in these counties that are not in the Metro Atlanta area. Like, if you know somebody that's not in one of these like blue counties, make sure they're straight. You know what I'm saying? Because those are gonna be those counties where something could pop off and you won't even know about it because nobody really knows about these counties. You feel me?
I feel you, bro. So like after this highly covered election that happened the past few days on like all across social media, you know what I'm saying? It was on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat,
Yeah.
TikTok, all that shit. Are you like glad that the timeline is going to be going back normal? Are you like we should keep up with political stuff? Like we should keep up with the political timeline and stuff like that, like a political social media stuff.
Well, yeah, it should. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't just be like, oh, I'm finna vote for Biden and then everything is gonna go good. Nah, you
Yeah.
gotta make sure you know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
gotta make sure that you're informed so that when the time comes for you to vote in any other smaller elections, that you know what to do. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't think you know, but like that's like one of the main things that happened when Obama became office, right? And this is like one reason why black people don't fuck with Obama, which I don't understand why. But think about it like this, right? When Obama ran for president, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had all the black people came out to vote for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, but then he had the presidency, right? But then in Congress, he didn't. The Democrats were not in control, right? It was the Republicans, right? So
Mm-hmm.
all these laws and all this pushback Obama was having to deal with was coming from the Republicans, right? And so now, and because of all this pushback that Obama got, he's having to deal with all this backlash that the blacks are putting because the blacks are now blaming it on him rather than blaming it on them not actually voting after
Yeah.
Obama became president. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
So
crazy.
that's like one of the big things that they don't really understand, which which I can't really do nothing about because who am I? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. You just one person, but like you know what I'm saying. But we all get together on shit. Like
Hell yeah,
yeah. So okay, so like after seeing this election, you're gonna obviously be ready to vote in like the future. You know, what I'm saying we turn 18. How do you feel
yeah.
about elections from now on, based off this election that we just went through?
See, in what context? Like,
Like I'm saying, like the importance and like knowing who the people, like who knowing who the people are to vote for, like who know who you want to vote for, and then just the importance of elections from like state to national and all that. Like, how do you feel? How do you feel about those elections after seeing this election?
well, with how it is right now, like, bro, voting no matter what is still gonna be like the most important thing. That's like because
Mm,
voting no matter what is like the fundamental backbone of what this country stands upon. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like no matter what, like in every election that happens in Georgia or like in our county and local areas, I'm gonna vote. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
Because that's like literally part of my civic duty. Like I have to do that as an American. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah,
Uh, like this is one of those like fundamental things that people fought for, and then you got black people now saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna vote." Come on now, come on now.
come on
It
now.
just don't make no sense to me. Like folks died on the street, okay, because they wanted to vote, and now y'all are saying y'all don't. Like, it's ungrateful. I find it ungrateful. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're just
You
trying to
know,
like some people see that as a flex, bro. It's just like, bro, no,
right? Like, yeah, like I
no,
don't
bro.
understand that. Like, he's not no flex. You just look stupid. You see
Yeah,
what I'm saying? You really just feeding into what these white people want you to feed into,
yeah.
and what you. I just don't understand that. Yeah, like voting is essential, bro. No matter what,
Yeah, I see,
and
bro.
I can't stress that enough. Like it's one of the most essential things that needs to be done.
All right, so like, okay, so like, my final question. This is like the bonus question. I always like to put on for everybody.
Uh,
Are you taking the COVID vaccine when it comes up?
I guess you know what I'm saying.
Nigga said,
I gotta know. Like, I gotta know that it's safe. You know what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like I'm not just gonna like. I don't know because if, in fact, I'd rather wait just a little bit to see if it's safe and then take the
Oh
vaccine.
god, that's exactly what I said, bro. I said I'm gonna wait.
Like
I'm, I'm gonna
I'm
wait a
telling you,
couple
like
weeks. I'm gonna wait a
if
couple weeks, bro.
I'm telling you, yeah, like as soon as like I know that it's safe and that it actually works, then I'll go take it. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
who? Okay, well, everybody's mindset is like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is gonna be like the niggas that take it first? I know. I guess the old people. Honestly, so, like the old, they gonna probably take it first because you know they're higher risk, so they gonna take it first.
Yeah,
But we gonna see how they do. We gonna see how they looking like after a couple of weeks, and then we'll go ahead and take it.
yeah.
Yeah, my boy. Like, all right. Is there anything else you want to say? Like, you got anything else you want to say, or like any shout out, or you want to shout out?
Well, you know, like no, I think I'm straight.
Oh, shit, okay. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe anything else,
Yeah,
but yeah, I want to thank you for coming on, bro, and
yeah.
yeah,
Thank you, my boy.
yeah, and for sure come back, bro, because I'm gonna start doing this shit again when I have like group podcasts where it's like people of all different types of opinions, and you know what I'm saying, you can understand what other people's opinions are and like debate them and see shit like that. So if you down for that, like,
Hell yeah, I'll definitely be down for that.
all right, my boy, I'll catch
All right, my boy.
you. All right,
Stay safe.
say.
Hell yeah.
Well, if that is the final guest today, I want to thank y'all guys for listening to this podcast. We need to talk podcast. And yeah, we just need to, for everybody listening to this right now, we went out and voted, bro. Good job, but we can't stop now. We got to keep going, keep voting. If you live in Georgia, there's this David Perdue and John Ossoff runoff election that's happening in Jerry. You need to for sure vote in that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't care who you vote for. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, you can vote for John Ossoff. You can vote for David Perdue. Obviously, I'm gonna vote for John Ossoff because of my information, my research to his background, and everything. I'm gonna vote for John Ossoff. But just go vote, bro. It's your civic duty. It's your fundamental right. If you're 18, obviously, but it's your fundamental right to go vote. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like Ben John just said. It's our civic duty to do this. So yeah, that's my last message. You need to understand right now is please go vote. But yeah, that's it for this podcast. We need to talk podcast today. I don't know if I'm gonna name it season 2, episode 1. Yeah, you're just listening to my thoughts rambling now, but I don't know if this is gonna be the season 2, episode 1. I don't know what it's gonna be like. I don't know just yet, but that's it for the podcast, Thanks for listening. Subscribe to the podcast for more episodes, man. I'm gonna start doing this back up since college is getting a little bit easier now. I'm gonna start this back up. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to be a part of the podcast, follow me on Instagram at underscore King Jason. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to change that name. I am King. We all black men are queens, and I say black women are queens. Black men are queens. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter at Kid Jason. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do these more podcasts. We're gonna start running it up, get more listeners, and then be a part of the first part of listeners. Because when I blow up, bro, I'm gonna shout out my first listeners. I'm gonna get all y'all right. But yeah, I'm gonna catch you later and sign off on this podcast. I'll see you later. Peace.